This reading is going to be on Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez's friendship, or just how are they feeling towards one another. I'm just going to do a general energy check-in to see, how do they feel towards one another and stuff, and what's my pop-up, and we are going to go from there. So there's only the energy of just, wanting to protect one another, definitely respecting each other's work ethics, each other's craft, um, always just uh working together or just meeting up, and I don't want to say the word, but like plotting together, just being mischievous together, just having fun the way that friends do. There is one that feels like she's the older sister for the other one, and the energy of just, always just gotta be protective of her, or just like always just gotta be cleaning up the mess, or just clean up your acts and clean up your shit, because this is not beneficial for the longer run. There is a lot of indecision here at times, like what is okay and what is not, what should I be supporting, or like what should I just give my honest opinion about, and what should I just shut the fuck up about, because even if I would say something, it won't be met well. Yeah, there's the energy of just like the energy is like so scattered there. Just feel like whatever it is, it's just not, it's not doing good and it's not going well, just simply because there are so many insecurities looming around it, and there are so many she said he said going around, like whatever it is, there are so many rumors that's always got to mess up the whole thing, or just uh make it look like whatever it is, it's just not given what it's supposed to be given. They always just gotta clean up the air after any picture that is taken out of context, sorry, or after any picture would hit like the internet, or just like would hit the gram. For example, if there is a picture where they're just gossiping or like talking everything, now they just gotta, Selena gotta leave a comment, or just gotta say something to just clears all up, and it's constantly irritating. Just because we're talking and a picture of us is taken doesn't mean that the whole world just gotta bash us for it. And it's something that just makes the whole energy feel so passive aggressive, because why do we just get to be like ganged up on and hated on just for existing, or just for being friends? Okay, now we're going to get one card for Selena. Obviously, what I always find funny is at times whenever I would just want to like tap into Selena's energy, there is this card that always, like pops up. That card is like the Queen of Sports, in reverse, and it's all about just, talking your shit and not caring for the consequences until it's too late, or just trying to stand your ground and feeling more like strong, or like feeling stronger than she used to be, just because now she just can't say whatever she want to say without care in the world. But at the same time, once people start caring way too much and it's picking assets way too much, that's when she starts caring. So it's all just like a reverse for her. She doesn't care because she knows that people are going to back her up, and because she knows that she has like a strong army behind her that is going to be justifying her actions and everything. And then when she sees how much heat she would be taking, she would just try to turn it upside down for her and for herself. She would try to turn it upside down for herself and just, point it to a better direction, or just distract the public or distract the people by just saying something else and throwing a little pity party there. And it would just go from there. But let's see. Tina Gomez, when it comes to her and Taylor Swift, my god, my mind is jumbled everywhere. She definitely looks up to her. Okay, she definitely looks up to her. Like, with like that one Instagram post she posted once. She's just like the blondie to her brunette and stuff like that. Every brunette needs like a blonde friend and whatever, that just girly saying and quote. They live by that. She lives vicariously by that saying. Like she looks up to her. She sees her as such a ray of sunshine. Like no matter how hard they tried to bring her down, she stood her ground and she just made herself up from the scratch and made herself stand up against all the haters who were having a lot of shit to talk about her. So that's something that Taylor inspires her to do, rather be it subconsciously or like unconsciously. She takes notes from her, from, the emotional side and everything. She doesn't at times feel like people just like try to pit them against one another or just try to bash Taylor for being her friend. And that makes her feel like it's just so sad. Why do people just always have to do this? Or like why do people always have to say a lot of shit about things that they are not familiar with, or about things that they are not having like the proper right, nor do they have the proper place to tell them what to do or like to dictate their life choices on them. Okay, she definitely cares for her a great deal. Um, she loves the fact that they can just go and party together. At times, she feels like Taylor kind of like walks on thin lines or like on eggshells around her because of her sensitive nature, and that's something that she appreciates, was also dislikes because um it feels like at times it's just not so good, but at other times it's very much appreciated. She cares for her, she loves her because they're friends. But at the same time, there is the little, well, I don't want to say that, but let's see. There is the little nudge that makes you feel like at times Selena runs her mouth a lot. And it's something that is both good and bad because if she runs her mouth a lot to, if, well, not her, just generally speaking, if somebody just like runs their mouth a lot and tells you everybody's business, you just are more sure and, like more aware that they're going to be running their mouth along when it comes to your business too. Um, She sees Taylor as somebody who gatekeeps her secrets very close to her. She guards, everything so closely because she just needs that type of structure in her life and that type of security. At times, she sees her as somebody who is like too strict or like too authoritative, as in like she has such a strong pull or like she has such a strong type of control and just intimidation on people that it's frightening but also like fun to use against certain people or fun to use when they need to get away with something, which is in some cases mainly true because if we track down some of the behavior of Selena, she really just does what is it, dump shit on Taylor. There's also the word trauma dump that I keep hearing. Like she definitely does trauma dump on her at times too. Just like with the whole thing that happened last year and everything. Taylor's my best friend. I was just supporting her. And all those comments on TikTok and everything. But let me not get into that because each time I do a reading on Selena, people just want to be on my ass and just be super mean and hurtful for nothing. Well, not hurtful, but like hateful for nothing. Just trashing me, trashing my readings, trashing my channel, trashing my accent. Like, okay, worse. Sorry, I'm not from America and I can't just have a proper accent that y'all Americans just have. It's just crazy because I'm just doing. Sorry about this. I'm just doing requested ones. I requested reading. I'm just doing what I am told and what I think will be interesting to hear about, or just really like read on and discover some truths, or like just some random stuff about. But yeah, people just really have a lot of shit to say, and that's something that I've said in the reading. She has a strong, loyal army behind her that do not differentiate between what is true and what is wrong and what is right and what is unfair to be saying and doing. She's not going to fucking buy you nor is she going to fucking notice you just by defending her under YouTube comments or any comments. As a matter of fact, just grow the fuck up already. Okay, I just had to say that as a side note, but sorry. She only does see the type of Okay, should I say this or not? She really does. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna say it. She really does see her as somebody who also just really wants to have control over everything, or just is too stubborn to back down. And that's something that she likes about her, but at the same time, she dreads because she will force her to look deep into herself, and that's kind of can triggers her. Sorry, that's kind of triggers her, or like can trigger her at times. But when she would sit back and just really like think about it and everything, she would see that she meant well, or like even at times if she could be like blunt, or she's gonna be like, oh yeah, definitely, like she would validate her craziest thoughts. Sure, that is what a best friend does. Whether we a celebrity or not, best friends always just gotta support the delusions, always gotta support whatever theory that you come up with, just because they're going to feed you whatever it is that you want to hear. But at the same time, once you just do a lot and do too much about it, they're going to be there like, hey, you're overdoing it. You're doing way too much. And at times, Taylor feels like a parental figure she looks up to, or like makes her feel like a child that is throwing, like tantrums. And that's what I said. That's why I said it can easily like trigger her at times. But there is also that feeling of, once she loves her, okay? She loves her friend and everything. That is very true. But at the same time, at times she feels like she has so what is the song that I keep hearing in my head? I think it's Vigilante Shit, the Taylor song. She sees, how, well, I don't want to say evil, but like how Taylor embraces that role of her just being a bad guy so well, how she embodies it too. Because at times, like if they ever fall out, she would get like easily scared or easily even more intimidated by whatever shit that Taylor has on her. That's why she wants everyone to cross her as an enemy or want them to just really fall out. Because if so, a lot of shit. I mean, Taylor isn't the type to really like betray her friends like that. That's what I like genuinely noticed about her, have noticed about her throughout the years. Unless they do something that is going to hurt her, like they do something like lie about her or tarnish her image or really trash her character. That is when she is going to be like striking back. But she really has cocooned her or like protected her and shielded her from the world. That if they ever would have like a falling out, it would be like such a fucking surprise to the whole world, you know, because it is so unexpected. Like what has happened? Of course, at times friendships run their courses and shit just happens and people just outgrow one another. But if that ever happens, a lot of like tension is going to rise. Lots of conflicts are going to be rising just to the fucking surface and through the roof. Like my God, a lot of conflicts and emotions and everything. There is something here about her just really like standing in the background when she sees how her friend is just, my God, I hate motorcycles. They always just gotta be so loud. But there is something here about how she looks up from behind, or like looks at how her friend just switches men so easily. Wow. Well, yeah, because at times friends become too opinionated when it comes to another friend's love life, and it's concerning at times and sweet because, oh yeah, you're not coming from a place of hurt, but shut the fuck up. That is not your choice. I'm not talking about service just like a random thing because it would happen to the best of us too, and I've been there too. So yeah, but mostly my friends were right about shit. So yeah, but she looks up at them having fun, or like she looks at them just enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's presence, and just how she really kind of like looks at what's his name, Travis, I think. No, yeah, Travis with lovey-dovey eyes and literal stars in her eyes, and at times she's like, ugh, they're so cute, but at the same time she's like, ah, I want to puke. And she's like, don't you dare hurt my best friend ever, you know? Because if you will, she's just like, I'll be the one here that's going to kind of like help her just pick up the broken pieces and everything. But I want to see how does she feel about them dating, because there was the one time when people said like the rumors were like she did not like them dating, or she did not like him for her and stuff like that. So let's see how does Selena feel about Taylor and Travis dating. Taylor and Travis. Let's see how does Selena Gomez feel about them dating. Yeah, that was true. She does not like them together. Well, not does not like them together, but like she has her personal feelings about the matter. But she's going to keep that to herself because she just saw the fucking uproar it's caused once a blog, I think, got the hang of it, or like said something about it, and she's just like, I wish them well. There's that Kali Usha song, something about I wish you roses. Yeah, she's just like, I'm just gonna wish them well and just stay here till something happens, and then she's just going to be like, I told you so. That song from Ufu Mix. Be honest, how are you feeling, girlfriend? Have you been crying again? She's going to be like, I told you so, but I'm not going to tell you I told you so. But she's just going to be like, well, I told you it's too much work, or like it wasn't going to last. But they're going to be together for a while. Again, until something happens, then, you're just going to become a burden, just going to be like, the usual then. Yeah, but it's not now. Give or take another year actually for something to happen. If not, then just give or take till spring or fall for of this year. So yeah, she has her own personal opinions about them dating, or like them just being together and stuff. But she isn't going, she's just being smart about it and not saying anything because she saw how people reacted to all that. So she was just like, that was all a lie. That was just all a rumor. And it has been debunked. I would never say something like that. It's not my place. But that source that said that, I don't know, was it like a valid, well, it was a blog, that's for sure, like a channel, a news or something. But they were right about it. They hit the spots, but she is, she saw what it's caused, so she's like, I would never say something like that because it is not her place. And yeah, that's it. Let's see now. We got a card about Taylor and Selena and their friendship from Taylor's perspective now, okay? Can we get a card on Taylor's first, please? It's going to represent her first. It's come to their friendship together. I just need one card. Yeah. She also loves Selena. Okay. She tends to her. That's what I'm like really getting from this. It's like Selena is the child in kind of like this friendship, and Taylor just feels like a parental figure. Just like feels like somebody who is always there to check the room, check the temperature. It's just always just gotta be there, or just always gotta be there to stitch whatever shit that the Celia just kind of like got through to just get somewhere, or to just do this and that. Always there to kind of like do damage control, even if it means just like emotionally, or just really like, oh, that she meant well, that she doesn't mean anything. At times there, I say that she even plays pacifier with people, and I keep seeing Gigi Hadid's face for whatever reason. I don't know why, because yeah, it's crazy because like Taylor's friend circle is so random, but it is so her. But at the same time, it's like Selena from one side, Gigi from one side, bam, she's in the middle. Like everything just clashing and colliding. But oh my god, I mean, yeah. At times she sees Selena as someone who really needs to rein in her temper, or just like lay low when she needs to lay low, and when she needs to not say anything. Like she thinks that at times sometimes silence is just the best answer, but she's not going to tell her that, because if she is going to tell her that, it's not going to please Selena. And at times she's like, I just don't want to deal with this bullshit. I'm sorry, but like that is her energy. But yeah, she still thinks that Selena is very much like stuck on the past, stuck on just such an endless loop of repetitive events, repetitive things. That's always keep happening to her. It's like there is no renovation, there is nothing there. She's just bored. She's bored with the antics, with her antics at times. She's bored with the fact that it's always the same repetitive subjects. Nothing new, nothing exciting. It's always the same shit. If it's not with the same people, it's with different people, but the same fucking story. And that's concerning. Just like how the ambulance is moving. That is just as concerning because where is the newness? Where is something that is just so like good, so exciting? Where is the thrill? You know? She really does appreciate her work ethic as well. Her creative process when it comes to her what is that she has? Her beauty line, her cosmetics line, no? The rare beauty thing. She admires how um she admires how she built her empire up and how she has done a lot for the beauty community. I think that's what I'm hearing. Or like how she changed the process or like the game or how she progressed differently or how she is growing how she's growing and doing her thing, you know? But at the same time, she still thinks that she has never been the same or she's never going to be the same. She has changed so much. She has become, oh my God, I don't want to say that. But that's the thing about Taylor, though. Like, she's, like she's going to give you a face or give you a side of her that you're going to be seeing in public or in private. A very long, everlasting impression of grace, kindness, just having fun, the next white girl or like the next partier or like the girl next door, basically the it girl. Yeah, even if she's the it girl, everything, she's such a doll, she's such a Barbie. But there is such a huge gap and such a huge difference um, from what she shows you to what she portrays and what she really thinks. There is layers to this. It's like she thinks that's your shit, that's your shitty. She will show you that she is cool with you. But what she will tell you, oh, you're so cool. I appreciate you so much. You have done so much for me. You're so nice. She's going to party with you. She's going to party with you and everything, but if you really look at her body language or like look at her eyes really portray her eyes are really the mirror to her soul. Like she could be smiling to you and everything, but if you really like look at her and everything, you're going to see that she's irritated with you or she doesn't mess with you that way. Maybe I just because I overanalyze a lot or just because I'm empathic that way and just clear gifted or whatever it is. But I guess people just can easily read body language if they're tapped in. But she definitely does know who are her friends, who are her foes, who should she keep close even if she doesn't rock with them, and who she should stay away from even if it is beneficial for her. Like she has lots of categories and like subcategories as well. She knows what she's doing. So for Selena, she definitely cares for her. She definitely loves her because, they have been here together like through it all for so many years. But she definitely sees her as someone who has become a weaker shell of herself or someone who is not what they're really portraying, or even if she is what she portrays, there is still so many layers to it, and it is all leading to that relationship that she had, or that like messy, rocky 10 years of her life that she spent with Justin. Ever since then, there is a lot of insecurities that started stemming from it all. She saw how she has become so anxious, so shaky. Um, she has seen everything happen to her firsthand. Like she saw how She cried herself to sleep, how she was brokenhearted, how she dealt with her emotions, how it really shaped her and changed her forever, how it really just made her lose herself for the longest. And now that she's just trying to find herself again, she's still not being too. She's still not being too forgiving with herself, or like she's still not being able to really like restore everything. She, even if she would say that she has moved on and stuff, she still hasn't, because not everything is just looking as bright as she would like people to believe, and Taylor knows that. She also always has that urge, or like, sorry, that urge to just like really like overprotect her or stand up for her too. But at the same time, it's like, if I am just going to be saying something, I'm going to tell it all, or I'm just going to tell the whole truth. And Selena just like, let it go. We're just going to move on from this. I don't want people to just be all up in my business, or just like to think that I can just say shit, or just to pissing me even more than they already are. But yeah, there is just a lot of conflicts. There is a lot of conflict that stems from the past, or a lot of conflicts and emotions that do stem from the past, or how certain stuff has happened there between them, or that drift that once happened because of their relationship, or, well, not relationship, because of Selena's relationship. And it just made it feel like it was hopeless, like it was like she's not going to let that man go, or like she's just going to miss out on her friends, miss out on herself, just because she's dealing with that guy. But once it just happened, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, finally you're going to see your potential, you're going to see how you're moving, how you're like sure of yourself, or like you're finally going to see how this is going to benefit you. But she saw how everything just turned her to be, I don't want to say that, but to become such a paranoid. That is, okay, a paranoid bitch. Fine. Paranoid, bitchy person who will try to just be on top. Sailor is like, even I didn't do that through like my reputation era. Like, I spoke my truth, I was blunt about it, but I did not do certain stuff like that. But she understands where are the deeper, like where the deeper issues rooted, where the deeper issues are rooted. My God, ugh, I hate when I get tongue tied while I'm doing readings. But she definitely knows where those issues are so deeply rooted and where are they coming from. So she cuts her some slack because she knows how much toxicity she has dealt with, and she sees how toxic she has become, and how insecure she has become, and how fragile she has become. She sees all that shit firsthand. She, exactly, the lovers are reversed. She knows that it is coming from that breakup, from those broke relationships that she was not able to salvage, she was not able to repair. She knows where it comes from. She wishes that she would heal herself, but she knows that, if she tells her about all that, all hell is just going to break loose, or she's not going to appreciate that altogether, because, she just knows what it is going to cause. And she knows that she's not over that man, and she knows that he is always going to have a piece of her heart. But she's not going to say anything about it because it is not, well, it's not like it's not her place to tell, but she knows, and she chooses her battles very wisely. And that's something that is good. And that's something that people should know, or like should have too. They should know when to speak up, or like when to back down, even though you know that you are meaning well, but the other party, or like the receiver, is not going to think of such. But yeah, it just creates a lot of indecisiveness because she would go back and forth about if she should tell her about some stuff, like certain shit that she thinks or sees her doing and everything. And at times she's like, no. But at times she would say stuff and it would cause a drift. It would just feel refreshing, but it would also feel like she's just losing her friend, or like she's just losing her best friend. And then she would just be like, okay, fine, whatever, I'm not gonna say anything, it's all just up to Tom. But something might happen. Like she might say something to her, and we're going to see something shift. When though? Mm, well, we don't know exactly. It's all up to the timing and everything. But yeah, we're going to see what is going to occur. But let's see. Will they ever like collaborate in music? Will Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift ever collaborate in music together? Will they ever collaborate in music together? Well, not now. Not now, but it's hanging there because they know that the public or like their fans are really like adamant for them to collaborate. And Selena has said that her next album is going to be her last album because I mean I really do think I said something similar to this. I don't know when, but I know that I said something. It's either going to be like on her, I think on her reading the last one I posted or something. Does she want to focus on something else? You know, unlike Ariana, who is wanting now to like return back to music. But yeah, there is a chance. Let's see. Will they collaborate together on her last album? Yeah, there is a chance for them to actually do so. Like, you know, collaborate and stuff on the album as a farewell or like as a something that is going to be announcing the end of an era. Yep. Something creative might be coming up. It might be like an empowering song. It has like a poppy vibe to it, but at the same time, it might be a mix of Latin shit though. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it might be a mix of Latin stuff. I see lots of red. It might be like a Latin poppy kind of song. I see like a reggae. It's like there's a lot of vibes. They're not very sure of like which one to go with, but there is something about single soon, a similar vibe, or like similar. Okay, wait, similar radio. It's an Enrique Iglesias song though. Like there is something that has to do with it, or like something similar, like in the kind of vibes or whatever. I see lots of something like me. There's something about the song Me by Taylor Swift too, or like Single Soon. There is something that has to do with like colors, red, black, pink, blonde. I what's crazy though is like I see blonde for both Selena and Taylor. Um, what else? That's what I'm getting like so far with well not the cars. At times I just there is something here that has to do with it like an empowering song, like an empowering anthem. That people will call it like empowering, especially like the fans or the white media and whatnot. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm getting. Um, yeah, that is something to be like on the lookout for. There is something about orange hues and like a pink background. I keep seeing a pink background and like polka dots. It's just like a lot of random stuff I always pick up on when I'm channeling. The always it's always in the details as I just like pick up on. Just like the arena reading when I said there's going to be like staring and like chairs and shit like that. And well, the Yes and movie, like music video, sorry, actually has those. And I did say it's going to be like something that has to do like with all her eras and stuff. And well, we did see that. We did see her just like having those status and shit like that with Thank You Next, with like the Sweetener stairs and music video, the you know, my everything. I just said it's going to be like a whole lot of shit like that. But yeah, yeah, she was having a ponytail there. There was something about the orange types of filters and shit like that. I did say the 80s and everything, 90s and shit, and bam, the song actually is similar to the Vogue song, like the Madonna one. Yeah, but we were talking about the Selena and Taylor Swift collaboration. I keep seeing like a pink background, just like similar to the shit that was like in the Me music video by Taylor. Um, yeah, but it's definitely like the vibe that Selena is going to go for the collaboration. Like the album is going to be similar to her last album that was, like a red cover and everything. I don't know if it's called Rare. Oh, I genuinely do not know because I have not listened to that. I am so sorry, but I like her old music more though. If she would like spin the block and actually go back to like making hits like, Come Get It. Well, I don't know the title. I don't remember. But if she would, like try to do that with like a revamp type of edition, that would be so good because at times she feels like she has lost the sound, like she has lost the plot. And in a way, it is true, but her mind is like really she's focusing everywhere else. Like she's working hard on her acting career, on her makeup guru career, and everything. So like she is trying everywhere and she's doing good. She's doing amazing. I haven't watched the show that she is acting on. I wait until it's all done, to be honest, to watch it and just really like know what's up. But yeah, this is like the stuff that I am getting so far for the song. It's going to be like poppy, a little bit of, like a Latin vibe to it if she actually goes that way, and maybe like sing about stuff like that. If she is going to sing in, you know, Latin like Taki Taki and stuff like that. But if not, then there is the option of just something that has to do with pop and something that's going to be like nature like the vibe of the video or like the cover, green, pastel colors and stuff like that. But yeah. Mm, sorry. This is all that I am getting so far for a possible collab. But there is a strong chance for a collab, strong guess for her last one. But yes, this is the Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, or Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. Tylena, I think. No, that is the name of their friendship ship. But yeah, this is the reading of them and about their friendship and everything. And I hope you all liked it. And yeah, let's meet up in another reading. Bye bye.